until that rock bottom moment, I was into spirituality, but not like so into the masculine and feminine. I was so masculine, such a hustler. Like I said, achieved so much. 10 years in corporate America. I had side hustle while I had 202, like, and didn't even miss a beat. I'm like, I'm a mom, entrepreneur, and corporate employee. I'm fine. Like, I wasn't, there's nothing against those moms that are like, I'm so exhausted. I have no time for myself. That wasn't me. I'm like, I got this. I'm energized by the work. So in that moment, I had to go into the heart and get out of the head for the answers, because everything I thought my way into, but just fell apart. I could no longer trust my head in ways, right? And I knew the pain inside me was my soul and heart calling for answers. And so I really had to tap into that feminine energy and embodying that. And that was literally the container that I opted into to like understand what it was like to allow things to feel easy and feel in flow. And the only way to feel easy for me is to drop into living and working on projects in environments that feel in alignment with who I am. When you feel that you can show up authentically as you are, doing work you love, that is the only way it's going to feel easy.
I love that. And, I think there's a huge shift in the world realizing actually that job that I studied 4 years for at college or university isn't actually what I want to do.
Yeah.
I have this,
and that's okay. That's our souls evolving. We need to give ourselves permission to literally evolve. I always say, like, quit as often as you can. There's this old mentality of like, winners never quit. No, winners quit all the time. They quit when things don't feel alignment. They quit when it's not, it's not feeling right. They quit when they have new inspiration and they're called in a different direction. Like, quit. The longer you allow yourself to be in cages and entrapped in this should life, the more you're going to exist in a place that feels out of alignment. You need to constantly pivot. And I don't know if you're into human design at all, but I'm a splenic projector. And so how human design has most helped me understand is when you're splenic, it's like you operate off of like intuitive pings that are like there in a moment and gone the next. So when but anybody can apply this, meaning sometimes when you're in the feminine, you have to just trust that the intuition is going to zigzag you all around. And now understanding that feminine energy is so important, and the fact that my human design literally tells me I need to make decisions from my spleen, which is going to be like pings here and there. I'm just ping-ponging my way through life now. And I've accepted that this is how it is. And I look at it as an adventure. And it's freeing in ways to not feel like you have to plan everything. And the old masculine part of me still wants to like make a 10-year plan and do all the projects and do all the things. But I've now accepted that working from intuition and just kind of following the zigzag of life, it feels so much better.
I love that. Yeah, human design is so important. And I think when I really understood that, I'm a manifesting generator, and there's a lot of the time people like, how the heck are you doing all this stuff? Like, I haven't got the energy. And I just thought other people were just lazy.
Yeah.
But I understand projectors and reflectors, and within my business there's lots of different people, and I'm like, okay, you're not lazy, you're just a different human design. So like that's in knowing your authentic self.
Yeah. And here's the thing too. There's this, while we definitely want to step away from hustle culture, when you're working in alignment, when you're working in flow, you may want to work 12-hour days. With projectors, they say you're not really designed to work more than 4 hours a day. Work is like defined as the shit you don't want to do, like the back end of your website, the stuff that feels hard. You don't just sit around all day. So when I hear you talk about how you just did all the things and maybe others were not, I also would encourage you, like, we can bring the conversation to beyond human design. They just may not be working on stuff that lit them up, that they're so excited to work on that they just like can't stop. I feel like in ways that's holding people back more than just, what human design you are. And so it's great information, but I hear a lot of my friends be like, okay, I don't want to buy into hustle culture, but I just couldn't stop working. It was like a 12-hour day. And I'm like, that means you're in alignment. And if it felt like a blink of an eye and it felt easy and it felt good, go.